yourselves a round of applause. We finally made it. Um, it's like a first, or my first big milestone, I guess. 100 was cool. 500's was pretty dope. I never like it's not a crazy number, but I never even thought that I would get this far with this channel. So I'm glad to see that people are enjoying the content, and I hope to keep making videos and see if we can push to 1,000. Um, so yeah, as most of you guys know that do watch the channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm probably gonna share some, or not some, pretty much all of the pictures and videos and whatnot that I have of the year, like over a year. I think it was like 14, 15 months that I spent living in Japan. So for anyone new, I used to live in Japan. I lived there for about, like I said, like 14, 15 months because my wife is in the Navy and she was stationed in Japan. So we lived in Japan and we had a blast. And I figured this would be kind of a cool. I was like thinking of what like a special to do would be for 500 subscribers, and I thought this would be cool. So for people who are interested, and maybe some more of my personal life, I guess. But it's also just Japan, and I think in general, a lot of Americans, and well, I guess a lot of everybody is interested in Japan. Japan's a cool place, and it's a hot tourist destination for everyone. So I thought it'd be cool to share, and maybe we'll bring some new people to the channel. And I do want to get more content on the channel that's not gaming related. So this is a great combination of everything. So also, by the way, so I'm probably going to ramble here for another second or two. If you want to get into to the actual stuff, you can obviously skip ahead in the video. I guess I might not have too much else to say, but yeah, please feel free to skip around. I may be cutting up the video. I may make a couple cuts. I'm not sure. I'm actually working right now. I work from home, as people who watch me would know. So I'm actually like working right now. So if there is something I need to tend to, obviously I'll do that. And I might cut the video up, and it may be a two-parter. It may be just one long video. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But this is the time I have right now, where no one's in the house, where it's quiet. So I figured I'd try and get some of this in now, and if I need to, I'll cut up the video. So if there's a few little edits or cuts or whatever, that would be why. But yeah, I guess that's enough talking. I just want to say one more thank you. Thank you to all you guys who do watch the videos frequently, and all you guys that are subscribed and comment and everything. You guys know who you are. I interact with you all the time in the comments. So yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. And then also anyone new, if this is the first video you see from me, I make a lot of gaming related, mostly League of Legends related at the moment. ASMR videos, but I'm trying to branch out. I want to do more like traditional ASMR, but also some new things. But I am always going to keep the gaming stuff as well. So I kind of want to just have ASMR content for everyone. So yeah, if you're new here, this is the first video. Feel free to look around the channel. I have a bunch of videos, and see if you like it. See if you want to join the club. Join the community. So yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. So I have a whole Google Docs here, that is set up. So I have pretty much all the pictures, and it's kind of cool. It's actually pretty much in chronological order. So I have a whole folder here of mostly pictures. I have some videos, but for the videos, I'm probably not going to share the audio just because ASMR. So like I said, I don't really have too much of a structure to this. I'm just kind of going to go, and if I need to cut up stuff, I will. So first, I did want to start by showing you guys like where I was, for people who may not be familiar with Japan at all or anything. But like I said, my wife was in the Navy, and we were stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, which is right here. It is south of Tokyo. So right here was the main base that we were stationed at. So that's where my wife worked, and that's where we did a lot of things on base. Now, what was cool was for us. So there's actually a second little base that's just housing. It's not really anything else, but it's just housing. But basically like plopped into a neighborhood of Japan. For the main base, it was more of just like our base is sectioned off right here, so all this is our base. So you're not really in like Japan per se. Now, obviously, right outside the gate, is Japan. Um, but it was a little bit different, and it's much bigger. So we actually lived in Zushi, which was just slightly north. Let me find it. Yeah, like slightly like northwest, up here on a different base that was just housing. So we were kind of like in a neighborhood. So it was kind of cool because we could just walk out of base and we'd be kind of right in like a traditional Japanese neighborhood, and it was kind of cool. It was like a better experience to take in more of like the Japanese culture and whatnot. So that's where we lived. But obviously we would, drive and take trains back and forth to the main base when we needed to, because there wasn't much that we could do. There wasn't much we could get or do on our base. So, that was the only downside of it. We didn't have like a big grocery store. We didn't have all the regular stores. We didn't have, the dogs where my wife had to work. So we had to commute. But I think overall it was a better experience. And one of those reasons is that we had a train station right outside our gate. For the main gate, you had to walk all the way off base and then walk across the street and down the street. Like you had to walk, almost a couple miles to get to the train station. For us, it was right outside our gate. And you'll kind of see that in the pictures. So here's the album. I'll go ahead and full screen it so it looks a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and click through. Like I said, if you want to skip around the video, I will not be offended. Go ahead. But yeah, I'll just kind of ramble and talk about the pictures and talk about Japan in general as I go through. So yeah. So this is at one of our stations close. This was like the first day that I got to leave the base. So I should mention also, I got to Japan December 4th of 2020. So obviously this was at like, pretty much the height of COVID, which was very unfortunate because we weren't able to do much right when I got there. We kind of had to wait because of restrictions. But these pictures were from the very first day that I got to walk around outside, because for the first 2 weeks I literally just sat in our apartment. I couldn't go anywhere. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I had to quarantine because I just traveled. So this is right outside of, oh man, now I can't remember this station. Shiori Station in Yokosuka. So this is the station that's closest to the main base that I was just talking about. So this is kind of right outside of it. If you were to like turn around, that would be the entrance of the station. And then right here, so right outside of main base, we had a big mall. It was called the Kosuka like Bayside Mall or something. And it was really cool. So this is kind of the side of it. I'm sorry for some of these pictures. Some of the pictures are good. Some of them aren't so good. So just bear with me. But if you kind of look, I always point like you can see where I'm pointing at. I have a mouse. I'm stupid. So like back here is sort of towards the base. Like behind all this is the main base, pretty much. But right outside is the mall. So yeah, if you go down this street and just make a left right here, that's the entrance to the main base. So this is sort of right outside of it, and right outside that big mall. And as you can see, there's some things here. This isn't the actual base, but to the right over here is, you start to get into base territory. There's actually a couple submarines right here, which is kind of cool. So I was just kind of taking pictures as I was walking to the base. So yeah, just kind of walking up. There's a whole bunch of things. I wish I had more pictures of it exactly. But yeah, this is kind of right outside across the street. There's always Japan, you just walk everywhere. Like you just walk and you see restaurants and stores and everything. Like there's everything just all right on the sides of the roads. So that's kind of how it is. So yeah, I think that was like the first day that I went outside. Here is actually our station. So this is Jamuji Station. This is the station that's right outside the base that we lived on. So I was at this station. I mean, anytime we traveled, I was at this station. So this was kind of a cool picture early in the morning of just me waiting for the train. So this was our station. It's a smaller station because just our base, and then just a regular like neighborhood on the opposite side. A regular Japanese neighborhood. So it's not a huge station, which was great. It was never too crowded or anything. So there's just some pictures of that. Here's me and my wife. This was like the first time we walked out together. Yeah, because she had we didn't. It's funny because when I got there, we didn't see each other for. Okay, well I lied. We weren't supposed to see each other. But I did see her the first day I got there. But then we had to go. It was like over 2 weeks that we had to quarantine. Long story. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, we didn't see each other for a while. So this was the first time we actually went out and explored together a little bit outside of base. So this is cool. So this is right outside of our base that we lived on. So this is like the neighborhood I was talking about. So I drove on this street like every day, pretty much. If you were to turn around and just go straight back, you would run into the base, a little ways up the road, and you'll kind of see more pictures of that later, I believe. So it was cool. It was really cool walking down here. It's weird. I just had this random picture because when we go here, this is not near this is near the main base again. This is just random paths and stuff. I'm sorry, there's not much order to this. It's just random pictures that I had on my phone, pretty much. But yeah, I'll explain when I can. But you guys can kind of just take in the pictures for yourselves and whatnot. Let me move my cursor. Sorry. I thought this was really cool. It almost looked like we were in like California or something. This was like a long road, and I was walking to a different mall. It was a mall that was a little further off base, and I just walked. I got a lot of walking in while I was in Japan. So I was just walking down. I thought this was cool. So yeah, just snapped a picture of that. This is at one of our connecting stations. So we would. This was Kanazawa Hake station, and this was right outside of it. This was like a little. I don't even really want to call this a mall. This was just like a little building with a couple stores in it, and a grocery store that we would go to a lot because it was the closest. It was the closest Japanese grocery store that we didn't have to walk to. It was just a tiny one, but it was in the station, so it was easy. Because this was only 2 stops away from our station, so we would come here a lot. Also, behind me in this picture was a KFC, and the KFC in Japan is fire, and it is good stuff. So we went there a couple times. Another picture of me and my wife in front of a temple, like a smaller temple. Here's a picture of me. This is also like our neighborhood. So this was like not too far to the left here is our base. If you just go back, like a mile or two. So this is me. I'm actually. Am I wearing those shorts? No. Also, I do want to point out. I gotta point this out. I have lost a good bit of weight since I was in Japan. When I went to Japan, I weighed about 252 pounds. And that's a lot. I'm a fat boy, because I was 252 and I'm only about 5'7", and I'm being generous. So obviously very big. I'm happy to say now that I'm right at 200. So I have lost 50 pounds since I've been in Japan. Since I was in Japan. So yeah, I just want to point that out because you're gonna see me in a lot of these pictures, and I was much bigger than I am now. So yeah, hooray! But yeah, so there's me. This was our neighborhood. We kind of took a couple pictures. It's all over the place. I'm sorry, but so this was at Yokohama. This is at Yokohama. No, what's the station? Yeah, this was Yokohama Station. I think, yeah. So I thought this was cool. This was part of the station. It was really cool. I'm gonna have videos. Here's us outside of that station, that same station, a little bit down the street. We were headed to the Pokemon Center, which is a place I really wanted to go to. My wife doesn't care too much for it, but that was one of the places that I wanted to go to. And there is one in Yokohama, which is the city that is close to us. I should point that out as well. I can do that. Oh no. No spoilers. Yeah, so the closest big city we were next to was Yokohama. So we were down here in Yokosuka, and Yokohama was the closest big city, and it's really nice. And that's actually where my cousin lives. You're probably gonna see him in a picture or two. My cousin actually lives in Japan. He's actually getting married this week. was actually really a huge coincidence that we got stationed an hour away from him. It was really cool. So I got to see him a bunch. But yeah, Yokohama is only about a 45-minute train ride from where we live down here in Sushi. So you're gonna see pictures and videos from that as well. Where were we at? Right here. So here's my wife again outside of that station, pretty close. We were headed to the mall, and here's up front of Pokemon Center. Yeah. So like I said, you can see I was a bit chunkier. I've still got weight to lose, but I was much bigger. I was about 250 pounds in this picture. That shirt is huge on me now, so it's a very good thing. But here's a couple pictures of the Pokemon Center. It was really cool. I don't know if anyone's into Pokemon. I haven't done a Pokemon related video yet, but really cool, really cool. They have a bunch of like exclusive items, and then they have Pokemon cards and plushies, and I mean just obviously even you guys get it. It's Pokemon Center. They sell a bunch of Pokemon products, but it was really cool. So those are a couple pictures from that. In a minute here, I'll get into a couple videos, but I'll just go through. I think this is just a single picture I have. Yeah, a single picture. But we went to a place called Sushi Go Round, and it was one of those places where you sit down, and it's just a conveyor belt of food, and you just take it when it gets to your table. So it was really dope. It was really dope. So you can see on this screen, you pick whatever you want to order, and then it tells you when it's coming, and when it passes your table, you just pick it up. So I had never been to a place like that. There are ones, obviously in the States, there's restaurants like this, but it was cool, because I assume these probably originated in Japan. Don't quote me, but I assume it's probably a very Japanese thing to have a conveyor belt, like sushi type place. So yeah, that was really cool. I really liked that. This is when I went to see the Gundam. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Gundam, but it's a popular. I don't know if it like originated from like anime or if it was just like where it originated from. But Gundam is basically just big robots. I mean, it's like Transformers in a way, but it's big robots. And I know there's anime of it. There are things you can buy and build. A lot of people build these themselves, like almost like Legos, but more advanced. And you build these and put them together yourself and whatnot. But in a couple of different places in Japan, they have real functioning like big Gundam. Like you might not be able to tell in this picture. There you go. This thing is huge. Like it's probably it's got to be like 40, 50 feet. As you can see, I mean it's like 4 or 5 stories tall, and it moves. So I do have a video. I actually don't think it's in the album. I'm sorry. But here's me in front of the Gundam. Oh, this is really cool. I took a panorama. I have a couple of these. This is in Yokohama, by the way. This is the Gundam in Yokohama, and I believe it's still there. So right here was just like a big. They had a big shop, and then like a big history of Gundam, and then a big cafe and everything in there. So you would go buy a ticket and you could go watch the Gundam. Like every 30 minutes, they played a little thing and he would move and whatnot. So yeah, it was almost on like a giant dock. And then to the left here is just Yokohama, and the left and behind us, it's all like city. I actually love this. The panoramas look so cool. Most of these are taken from my iPhone, by the way. Okay, and here we go. This is cool. So maybe I can show you guys like where we're at too on the map while I do this. But this is at Yokohama. This is what do they call it? I forgot what they have, like an amusement park, obviously like right here in the middle of the city. And I'm so mad because now I'm forgetting the name of it. But it's right here in Yokohama and Minato Minai. This is where we're at. So yeah, this was it right here. I can change this to satellite. Yeah. So here's the Cosmo World. That's what it was called, Cosmo World. So that's where we were. This is where we were a lot. And here's the Gundam down the street. So there was this long stretch of places and like shopping and all that. And the Gundam is down here, and then you walk, and then there's a big park. Actually, here I can plop you guys right in it. you'll see all this is lit up. It's really cool. So right next to us here on the right is a giant mall. This mall was actually really good. It had a lot of cool things. It had a big arcade in it. A lot of Japanese malls have arcades. Arcades are very popular in Japan, and I have some pictures of me in one, I believe. And then I also the Cup of Noodle Museum is here also, and I actually have an entire vlog of that, and I'll share that maybe in the description. It won't be for an ASMR video, but I'll just share it if you guys want to watch it. I think it's on my personal YouTube channel, and I think it's privated, but I'll share the link if anyone's interested in watching that. It's literally like a whole 20-minute vlog of us doing that. So yeah, so that was there. This was the other side of that. There's like a river going through it. It was a really cool area. We went here a bunch. We went here a lot, as you'll see. This is also in the same spot, same area. And I was fortunate enough to be here. I was there longer than a year. So I did get to see a lot of the cherry blossom trees, and this was around that season. I believe the cherry blossom season is in like March and April in Japan. So if you're in Japan in March and April, you're going to see these trees everywhere. And they're really cool. So these were kind of some pictures from that area. Yeah, you can see the tree. I took a couple close-ups. Yeah, this was in the mall. This is what's his name? I think it's Deku. If people watch anime, will know who this is. It's from My Hero Academia. I only watched about like 10 episodes of it. I actually really liked it. I just haven't watched more. So that was just a picture. I thought it was cool, so I was like, let me snap a picture here in front of. No, this isn't Deku. I'm stupid. Someone's gonna be mad at me. He's the main character, but I always forget his name. But yeah, he's like the main character from that. This was from one of our. We went to this restaurant about 3 times. Silly me. I think I've talked about this before in other videos. I'm a very I don't want to say picky eater, but I guess that's the words. As picky eater, I don't eat a lot of variety. I don't like seafood. I don't like a lot of vegetables. So for me, I did not eat any sushi. I don't eat sushi. I don't really eat fish at all. So if you want my opinion on that side of Japanese food, I'm not gonna have an answer for you because I didn't eat it. So I'm sorry. I just didn't eat it. So this was my wife's steak. She likes steak, and that was my salad. Actually, I got a giant chicken salad. My diet pretty much consists of chicken, turkey, pizza, and like pasta. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I eat chicken all the time. That's pretty much what I eat. So yeah, sorry, but this was at a cool restaurant. It was like California themed. It was like American. They have a lot of American style restaurants in Japan. So this was a restaurant we went to that was really good. Oh, we kind of skipped here, but this is us at the beach. I look ugly in this picture. I'm sorry, but this is me and my wife at the beach. At Sushi Beach. So this is by our base. Let me see. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm sorry. They're kind of in chronological order, but they're all just uploaded from my phone. So it's weird. I'm sorry, but here I have some GoPro footage. I think I can share of Yokohama. Since we already looked at some pictures. Yeah. So here's us actually walking. It should be muted. No, it was not muted. I can fix that in editing if I need to, but yeah, this was us walking on where I just showed you. It was not the same time though. This was later. This was more towards the summer. This footage than the picture was, but as you can see, this is us walking. It's my wife in front of me. You can see the roller coaster going. And we were walking towards the Cup of Noodle Museum. Oh look, there they go. I am also terrified of heights, so I did not ride this roller coaster. I did not ride it. I don't do roller coasters. They did have a log flume ride that I wanted to go on, but my wife doesn't do that stuff, so I didn't go by myself. So we were walking, and then right over here, yeah, this building right here is the Cup of Noodle Museum, and that's where we were going actually in this recording. And this was that mall that I was just talking about, the World Border store. see, I don't think there's much more to show here. This was actually at another restaurant. This is at a really good Mexican restaurant, actually. It's actually Mexican food, or like, yeah, Mexican food is hard to find in Japan. It's not very popular. It's not like a hugely popular thing. But this place was actually good. I got some nachos. I got some nachos here, pretty good. And then I got some. You can see me munching. You can see this in the vlogs that I link if you want to watch them. This is where most of this footage is from. And then I got a quesadilla. This thing was really good. I'm very simple. But that's what this was from. Not much to see here. Just the quesadilla and me eating it. They had some salsa and stuff. So yeah. I'm an idiot. I'll wait to share some more of this. Because most of this is just cup noodle and then the beach. Oh, this is what I want to share. This is actually a picture from the same day, I think. This is us walking to that beach. Yeah, that's just my face. Sorry. And then yeah, this is us walking like into the beach. I'll skip a little bit so you guys can see that. I hope my webcam's not the way. We're good. I stepped on something, so everyone was looking. There was like trash on the floor, and I stepped on it by accident. People like looked. So yeah, this was Sushi Beach. Unfortunately, we only got to come here about twice, 2 or 3 times before it was shut down again. Like I said, this was all during COVID, so a lot of this, it was open and then it was closed, and then we couldn't go, and then we could go. So looks like there's construction going on here, because there was. It's kind of cool here. They like, when it's in season, like in the summer, they set up a bunch of like restaurants and bars and stuff like right along the sand. And this was probably a week before it was like done getting set up. So the beach was very crowded, but you're gonna see like some buildings that aren't finished. Yeah, like this stuff. You're gonna see some of that. But it was really cool. This beach was really nice. It was really, really nice. And this was a 5-minute train ride from where we lived. 5-minute train ride, and then we had to walk like a mile, but no biggie. So I can just let that play. Maybe I can. I'm like scared to turn this on. There we go. It's like super quiet. There you go. You should probably be able to hear that. These guys were funny. These were like, I think they were Hispanic or something. I'm talking. It's too loud. But they were playing music. We sat like right behind them. They were dancing and stuff the whole time. It was really funny. But this was a lot of fun. I don't want to play it out. I think it's too loud. But yeah, that was Sushi Beach. I'll probably show some more from it. This was a really cool shot. I just let my GoPro sit. And I used this as like the exit or outro to my vlog. I just gotta let this play. I don't think I talk much when I can play. So you can hear some beach noises. Yeah. It was really nice. This was a really nice day. So yeah. This is really soothing. This is very ASMR. Let me mute that again so we don't ruin it. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry, false alarm actually. I thought my wife and her mom were back. But that was someone else in the hallway. So yeah. We'll keep on moving here. I think that's good for now on the videos. We'll just keep going. But yeah, here's more pictures from the beach. This is on a different day, obviously. So this was the first time we went to the beach. The pictures, that video was like the second time we went. And it was later. It was like more actually towards the summer. This was still probably April or May. Maybe June when these pictures were taken. I can't remember. Okay, now we're moving again. So now this is actually Chinatown. So I do have a couple videos for this too, I think. So was fun. So this was outside one of the temples or whatever. So my wife eating a big piece of chicken or something. Or was it chicken? I think it was chicken. I can't remember. And then I think the next picture is my dumbass. Yeah, it's a very flattering picture. But we got some chicken. There's a lot of like stands and stuff on the side where you can buy food. Oh no, this is gonna play. It might be loud. I'll fix it. It's just me walking. I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, I'll do more. There'll be more pictures from the Chinatown. We also went at night. It looked really cool. We took a picture here in like one of the mirrors on the street. I'm not gonna play the video. That was at Pepper Lunch. It's like a thing where your steak like cooks on the hot plate as they give it to you. So we went there like twice. Okay, here we go. This will be a more. I'm sorry, this video is so bad. It's so much for a 500 subscriber special, but it's all over the place. But you know, oh well. So this is the day that we went to Harajuku. Harajuku is a popular spot near Tokyo, and they have a specifically Takashita Street. It's just a very popular street for like shopping, and it definitely seemed. I mean, I guess most places we went to did, but this place definitely seemed more like hip. It was definitely more for younger people, more so than older people. I don't know how to describe it, but you know, you could tell it was like definitely a spot for like the teenagers and young adults to that they go to a lot. And you'll see, but this was at I believe, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it was the Meiji Jingu Temple, I believe is what it's called. And it's a temple that's like right on the other side of Harajuku, like right on the other side of the station. So when you go to Harajuku Station, you go right, and it's all the shopping and whatnot, and then you go left, and you're at the temple. So this was like the big entrance to the big. I mean, it was basically like a forest. I mean, it's like a temple in the middle of a forest, basically. So it was really cool. So this was the entrance of that. My wife was taking a picture in front. I was taking pictures. She's got her Steph Curry jersey on. And then so I have more. Where are the pictures? I have way more pictures of that. Oh, I have video. I should. Where? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. I went too far. Yeah. Here we go. I was like, I know I have videos. What am I doing? Okay, so here's where we walked in to that. My face. So obviously there's where you just saw the pictures. And then most of this was taken with my GoPro. I have a GoPro that I use for a lot of these videos. So I'll kind of just show you guys us walking through the whole thing. So this is just the front. Not a whole lot to see here. It's just us taking pictures. And then this is kind of when you walk through. You just walk through. You just walk down a long path to get towards the temple. So I'm not gonna play the entire thing because this video is already gonna be long. But I'll kind of let you guys look at it for a second, and then I'll scrub through. But this was very cool. I think it was a little hot this day, but you know, it's Japan. You're walking everywhere. So that's it. As you guys could see, I needed the walking. I needed the exercise. Had to lose that weight. So we're just taking pictures. There's my arm. We'll just walk down. There's more videos. Don't worry. Let's just walk down. There's like a nice little bridge over here. By the way, the GoPro in a lot of these is clipped. I have a clip, and I clipped it to my backpack. So unfortunately, that right there wasn't very stable. And then there's my camera. I have a camera as well, like a Canon T6i. I think I bought it like 5-6 years ago. But I always wanted one, so I feel like it's nice to have like a professional camera. I honestly don't use it nearly as much as I should have, but you know, I have it when I need it. I'll skip the videos like sideways. It's this. So these are, I forget what they are. It says it on here. So these are like barrels of something. I forget exactly what it was. This board like describes it. Barrels of wine. Yeah, you guys can read that if you want and pause it. But it was cool. They had these here. Like it's cool. They have like these little bamboo things. I don't think this was real bamboo, but they have like a little thing where I guess you're supposed to wash your hands. We weren't really sure, but we saw everyone else doing it, so we just walked up. So there's just water coming out of this bamboo. So you wash your hands before going to the temple. Obviously you don't want to be like disrespectful. I'm very ignorant when it comes to like cultures and stuff. I don't know a lot, and I'll admit that. So obviously when you're in another country, any other country, you try to respect everything. So we saw people washing their hands, so we went and washed our hands. You don't want to be disrespectful, especially I feel like especially in Japan, where I don't think I mentioned yet, but Japan, as most people know, the people here are extremely nice. Like it is an extremely nice and extremely safe country. I was there for over a year, and I never once felt like uncomfortable, like outside. Like I never once felt in danger. I never once like, not that I feel in danger every day when I walk outside my house here in the States, but you know what I mean. It's a very, 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 very safe country. I mean, we literally saw, like I would see like 5, 6-year-olds taking the trains by themselves, just walking down the street in the city by themselves, and that's something you just wouldn't do in the States. So it's really cool. It's a great, like the fact that this culture and country can thrive like that is insane to me. So it was really cool. That's one of my favorite parts about Japan is the safety. Even at night, like you can walk pretty much anywhere, and you're just not really gonna be in danger. Obviously, you still need to be aware of your surroundings, and things happen. Unfortunate things happen to people, but as when it comes to safety, Japan is I like statistically I think it's like a top 3 or top 5 safest countries like in the world. So if you do ever want to go to Japan and safety is a concern, you don't need to worry about it. At least from my experience, at least in the Tokyo like area, I never once felt unsafe. So yeah, I guess these videos is a good time for me to ramble about stuff, about Japan stuff, while I let them play. But this was like the actual temple itself, and this was cool. So I just take some pictures. But we saw it looked like a wedding. You guys are gonna see it right here. I don't know exactly what it was, but it looked like a wedding. They had people like walk in. You're gonna see it right here. So the footage isn't great. My wife was standing in the way, and then I was taking pictures. Like I said, the GoPro was just strapped to my chest, or like strapped to my backpack, so I didn't, I wasn't really walking around specifically recording. So yeah, I'll skip a little bit. Yeah, so there were like guards in front. There's like police right there. And then so like I said, it looked like a wedding of some sort, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what it was. It was for these 2 people right here who they're holding the umbrella for. But it was just a cool moment. A lot of people were stopping and taking pictures. Even the Japanese people were like taking pictures. So I didn't know if these people were like royalty or what the deal was. But like I said, it definitely looks like a wedding of some sort. But correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone knows, feel free. They just kind of walk in there. I wasn't sure what it was, but we stopped and took a look at it. So it was cool. And then this is just us walking back. Now you're going to see some videos from Takashita Street, which was really cool. Some more barrels on the side here. Then we stop and take a picture. And then this is us just walking out. So same thing you guys saw pretty much. And then this is us walking down. See, I was like vlogging too, so you'll see me stop and like talk to the camera a bunch. Obviously, I'm not going to play the audio because it's too loud, but this is walking down. There's, like I said, there's shopping. That's one thing about I learned about Japanese people, at least from an outsider looking in. They love to shop. I mean, I know Americans shop too. Everyone shops, but like there is shopping everywhere. Like you can't go somewhere without there being shops and whatnot. And it just seemed like like when you see especially like the youth, I would always look around and I'm like, there's these people that look like they're like teenagers, or even younger, and they're always like out at the stores, especially the girls. Like they're always shopping. They always have bags of stuff, and I'm like, where do these kids get this money? But I don't know. So here it is right here. Excuse me, it's been a while since I've left. Oh, I'm mad. Okay. It's close here. Okay, right here. Yeah. So here it is on the map. This Harajuku station, and then Meiji Jingu. That was the temple we were at. So like I said, you're at the station. You go out left. You go to the temple. You go out right, and you get all the shopping and whatnot. So that's where we are. That's where. This video's at. To give you guys some context. So yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. There's a lot of people out this day. I think we went on a Sunday. I think this was a Sunday. So obviously my wife wasn't working, so we made a trip. This was probably about an hour and a half train ride. Definitely a little over an hour. So I just kind of recorded myself walking down the street, and I'll let this one play because I know this. To me, this stuff is interesting. Like if I was watching, this is the stuff I want to see. Just like casual, like what's it like to just casually walk, around a place that you want to see. So here I'm setting up my camera. There we go. Let me try to put this up. That's probably not too loud. Ignore me. I want to play the audio a little bit for you guys. I don't even know if it's coming through the video, to be honest. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, this was the street. Like I said, shopping everywhere. This was obviously like specifically a shopping street, but one thing I noticed, just little fun facts. Crepes, Crapes, or I think it's how you spell it. Grapes is what I'm saying. It's hard. I'm whispering it, so I don't know if you can understand. They're very popular. Like every every big street we went to always had grape stands. This one specifically had at least like 3 different stands where you could buy grapes. So very popular in Japan. I also know. Oh, see right here. Oh, signs put like that. Also in Japan, like curry and Indian food seems to be very popular. There's a lot of places to get like curry and stuff like that. In Japan, so a very popular food. I'm not sure if there's a reasoning behind it, but as far as popular things that aren't Japanese inherently, Indian food definitely seemed like it was up there. I saw a lot of Indian food. Yeah, and Italian restaurants as well. Italian seemed to be relatively popular. Obviously, these are good foods. There's no reason for them not to be popular, but like I said, Mexican food is one thing that is a little bit harder to find. At least hard to find good stuff. Like it's almost impossible to find like authentic Mexican food in Japan. I don't think the Hispanic population is very large in Japan compared to at least compared to other countries or other cultures. So yeah, here just walking. I can let this video play a little more. We just walked through a store. That's another thing. One thing I really liked about Japan personally, as someone who's not very fashionable myself, I love Japanese fashion. It was very cool to see like almost everyone you see walking around is so fashionable. Like everyone, like Japanese people don't go out of the house without thinking about their outfits. It seemed like. So you'll see. Sorry, I'll skip this part because of the flashing lights. But like everyone you see, I mean, you guys can see it when you're walking down the street. Like everyone's wearing, something. You don't see a lot of people like slumming it, and everything's just so stylish. Japanese people are so stylish. It was really cool to see, and I get jealous because I like clothes, but also being a bigger person, a lot of my entire life pretty much. There's things that I see people wear, and I'm just like, that looks great, but I'm not gonna wear that. When you're obese, things just don't look the same on you. So fashion I like fashion, but I'm not a fashionable person myself. Along with that, I'm also very cheap, so I know you can be stylish, obviously, without spending money. You don't need to buy, Supreme and Bape to be stylish, but I just don't like spending money in general, and so clothes is not one thing that I really care to spend money on. I've become very plain over the years. As I've gotten older, I just show you guys too. I have videos. So I think I already passed it, but up in the corner there was a dog cafe where you could go play with dogs. And I have footage of that. We actually went and did that. It was unfortunate because we were going to go play with mini pigs, but we didn't realize you had to have a reservation. I didn't know that. So we went to the doggy place instead. You didn't need reservations for that. We just walked in. But as you can see, stylish people everywhere. Everyone's got some sort of style. I also noticed with Japanese women, their shoes, like skirts and dresses with like big tennis shoes, is very popular. It's a style that you're gonna see. You probably could have seen it just now in this video. I'm sure we passed at least a couple people. But yeah, it's funny. Like it looks. I don't even want to say it looks funny, but it looks different. Because you don't really see that. You're not gonna see a lot of Americans wearing like dresses with like these. They have like big platform tennis shoes almost in Japan. It's a very popular style of shoe. You see them everywhere. They literally give you like 3 inches on your height. But yeah, very cool. We went to a little store here. They had a bunch of like funny shirts and whatnot. So we were just checking this out, and then we gotta leave real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna take a sip of water here. I've been talking a while. Yeah, so I'll skip this a little bit. We just gotta walk in and walk out. Yeah, I hope I haven't like taken a second to stop, but I hope this is cool. I kind of hyped it up like it was gonna be some crazy thing, but I think it will be cool for people who do watch the channel a lot, or maybe anybody who's interested in going to Japan who also likes ASMR. This might be a cool video for you, but I hope this is entertaining. Definitely let me know what you guys think of it. Just another story or close. I think there's not much left of me recording. So what we did with a lot of places though, we would kind of just walk, because obviously we've never been to these places before. Here, I'm gonna switch to a little soft spoken because my voice is hurting from whispering. But we would like walk down these streets, and we would kind of just walk them first, and then we would just like kind of walk back, and we'd take the first trip and kind of see what we wanted to see, and then we would walk back, and then that's when we'd like stop, and if we wanted to buy anything, we would buy stuff or things like that. So that's kind of what we did. So we literally just kind of walked this entire street and didn't really do much. And then we walked back. We actually walked down. We were getting some food too. I didn't record it. I do have a picture of it, but recorded some food. Or we went down and ate some food and then walked back. Here we went to this store, but it ended up being like it was more, my wife wanted to check out some stuff in here, but it was more like a kid's store. It wasn't like adult stuff for definitely younger people in there. This was like the end of the actual Takashita Street, but obviously the shopping does not end. You keep walking and there's more stuff. There's a big New Balance store right here. I wanted to go in, but it weren't open, so we didn't go in there. There was more crepes right there. Oh, also one thing I love about Japanese culture goes along with them just being like nice, friendly people and just like a good society in general. Believe it or not, they actually follow the rules in this country. That's part of the reason people are so nice. Is like when I was over there, it's like no one wants to inconvenience anyone else. People are very, very considerate. So like even when you like if you're about to cross, if you're driving and you're gonna let someone cross the street, like they run. Like you see a lot of Japanese people like run across the street if you're letting them, because they don't want to inconvenience you. Like they appreciate you. They appreciate you like letting them go, I guess, and they don't want to waste any of your time, so they'll like run you, and you'll see like older people doing it too, like elderly men and women, and they'll get up and they'll skip across the street just so they don't inconvenience you. So that's just one of the things, like crosswalks. Those lights, like people obey those lights. Like, and I know in America, a lot of people, they'll just cross the street, or they'll just go, like they don't care what the light says. it's just a shoe store. It's nice. But like here, even there's literally intersections where I'm not even kidding you. The crosswalk is about 6 feet long, but there's a light, and it stops. You know, if it's on red, people are gonna stop. They're not gonna cross the street. Everyone's very, very obedient, and I mean, I guess take that as you will. But I think it's great. I think I love that people are so considerate and so friendly, even to foreigners like me. Um, like it was great. It was a great experience as far as the people go. I mean, there wasn't really much I could say about Japanese people that was bad. You do get stares. I will warn you, if anyone ever does plan on going to Japan, people will stare at you. But for me, I like to think of it as just because I see how the people are, and I think more times than not, it's more of a curiosity stare than like a glare, like a hatred stare. You know, no one's staring at you because they're like, what are they doing in my country? Like I don't like this person. They're staring just because they're curious. Like sometimes people in people in these countries, especially the older people, sometimes they haven't seen, you know, people who look a certain way, because you know Western world is different. You know, Americans dress different than Japanese people sometimes, you know, or you have different hairstyles, and so some people look at you. Like a specific example for myself, we were checking out at a restaurant, and I was waiting to pay, and there was a guy sitting. I mean, he was sitting 2 feet away from me, and I was standing at the cash register, and he just stared at me for a minute straight, just stared at me while I was waiting to pay. And it was so funny, like, but you know, I wasn't offended. I looked at him, I smiled, but you know, it is what it is. He was an older guy, but you know, it is what it is. There's more of that store there. I don't know what's next here. This is pretty much the end of the Harajuku videos. Oh, here's the side. Here we walk by. Where did we go? Oh, wait, that's right. Here's the dog. Okay. I'm going to go back to the pictures real quick, and then we'll come back. So here's pictures from that day, that same day. That was the food I got. Okay. Now hear me out. I sent this picture to my friends because this food was great, and everyone talked about the French fries here, and they were like, "Why do they look like not cooked?" Trust me, I don't know why they look like that, but they were bomb. Okay, they were great. I know they look like some boring fries, but they were great, and that sandwich was good. Like I said, I think it was a turkey sandwich, but it was good. It was really good. I know me getting a turkey sandwich in Japan. Sue me. I don't eat a lot of different food. I'm sorry. This was the Mini Pig Cafe. This is where we were going to go, but it didn't work out. We had to have a reservation. We didn't know that, so we couldn't go. But this was the front. We wanted to play with the little pigs. Look at them. It would have been so cool. So we went to the dog cafe instead, and that's where I'll try. I muted the site, so this won't play. So this is a video on my phone, and I have some more. The people here were obviously very friendly. I can show you the GoPro. I may as well go right into the GoPro footage. Or here, I'll show you the last 3 pictures. This was our favorite. So I think I've mentioned before, but we have French bulldogs in my family. We love French bulldogs. So they had one little Frenchie there, and we loved her. It was a girl. We loved her. She was so cute. I think they said her name was Jenko. Jenko. I don't know what it's from. I don't know if that's from something, but it was really cool. So we loved the Frenchie. So I had to stop and say hi to the Frenchie. It's my wife with this little fluffy dog. And I like this little guy in the back. It was really fun. And then there's a corgi too. I do like corgis. So that's that. So let me show you the GoPro footage because I do have that of that day. Where are we at? So I'll show you guys checking in too. Also, by the way, actually, I don't have much. Okay, no, I do. This is a long video. Also, one other thing I'll say about Japan being very friendly and they're very accommodating. You definitely don't need any sort of Japanese to survive. I didn't know any Japanese when I got there. I still don't really know any. I know a couple of phrases, and that's about it. But they are very accommodating to non-Japanese speakers. So pretty much anywhere you go, especially restaurants, they're gonna have pictures you could point to, or a lot of the there's plenty of Japanese were some that knew perfect English. Like there were, and I kind of felt bad because, like I remember one time I think I went to like some regular just fast food place, and I don't know, I just assumed she didn't speak much English because most of them didn't, but I was just kind of pointing and speaking very like simple English, and then she came back at me with like perfect English, and I was like, oh, okay, you know exactly what's going on here. Like she was very smart, but yeah, same thing. So we checked in here. She was really kind. We figured it out like real easy. We paid for it. They let us in. So it was cool. You walk through the door. You get your option to like purchase some treats to give to the dogs and whatnot. And then it's cool. They also have to give you like drinks. Like you can get like a coffee or tea or something if you want. And she's telling us like, it is so funny too because I find it funny. Like they will talk to, like they'll speak to you in just like fluent Japanese, and you just nod your head and just you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So sometimes I can get what they're saying or like what they're gonna tell me. So sometimes it is what it is, but they'll come and speak like it'll be like 10 seconds straight of just straight Japanese, and I have no idea what they're saying. But they're gonna speak anyway, and you just make it work. But if anyone, like I said, if anyone is trying to go to Japan and they're fearful of that, you don't need to worry. You could definitely figure it out, and people will try to help you figure it out. So you don't have to worry. But I'll show a little bit of this. So we got like a little treat to give them. So there go the dogs. This little dachshund is really cute. It was a little mean one though. It was really cool. Yeah, they know when you have treats too, so they're attacking this lady. As soon as they saw me with mine, they attacked me. Look, my wife's trying to go get the Frenchie. We saw her right away. We're like, oh yeah, we need to go. Oh yeah, see, here we go. They're attacking me. They know exactly what I have in my hand. This little one was barking at me. Like, give me the treat. Give me the damn treat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you guys get the idea for this one. I mean, we're playing with dogs. We don't need to watch this entire thing. Oh, there we go. We do need to watch this though. Look at the Frenchie. Oh, I love Frenchies. She only wanted me for my treats though. She didn't love me. As soon as it was empty, she was gone. Never saw her again. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's probably it from that. Yeah, from that day, I think that was about it. I guess I can show. This is kind of cool. It's just a little, just a point of view from the train. Oh, that was one thing I liked too. I love the trains in Japan. I mean, I love taking the train. I thought it was so cool. I never really rode many trains in my life before this. And obviously the trains are pretty much the primary form of transportation in Japan. Their public transportation is perfect. I mean, it's always punctual. It wasn't too expensive. It was great. I loved taking the train. I loved it. I have a cool little video. Yeah, you can see the guy driving. So there's like a window right behind the driver. So I was just here stalking him. It's a cool little shot. You could just stare at him the whole time while he's driving you. Okay, honestly, as far as GoPro footage, that's about it. I've got one more thing to show you down here, but that's about it for the GoPro footage. And the rest of it, you'll be able to see in a video in the vlog that I link for you guys later. So let's just go through the pictures here, and then we'll probably be done pretty soon. So, yeah, let's just go through. This is where we were at. This was a different day now. We went somewhere else. This is my wife, obviously, and she looked real Japanese. Like this was some can see. Um, yep. My wife looking all cute on the stairs. I thought this was kind of a cool picture. And then this is us walking. This is back. Like I said, these are all over the place. This is back towards our house. I was just vlogging some more. This is back towards our base where we lived. This was Sushi, so this was us walking around Sushi. Much smaller town, like city. But they had some cool stuff. My favorite part is right here. So all over Japan, this is one of the things I can get behind. And so I believe it's called yakitori, and I think that's how you pronounce it, yakitori, something like that. And that's basically just means like, I think it literally means like chicken. It basically means chicken. Okay, now I sound dumb, but they have like yakitori stands, and you basically get like meat on a stick. And this little stand had some good chicken wings, and we got from here a couple times. They had like good chicken. But today I don't think they had what I was looking for. This is a terrible video, but I thought this was a little bit better for a video. I'm sorry, but you get the gist. So there's all the sticks. Yeah, so that was cool. And then there's a little ice cream shop. There's a little ice cream shop there. It was called like I think it was called like Moo Moo Milk or something. Like actually, or Moo Moo or Moo Moos or something. Yeah, I forget what it's called. It was pretty good. Okay, this is cool. This Sunday we went to Kamakura. So here we can do another map break. So Kamakura was another city close to us. So we were up here at Sushi, and Kamakura is right up here. So it was like a 10-minute train ride, not far at all. But they have some cool things here. So that's where we are now. With this. Just little videos. I made a TikTok. I actually have 2 TikToks that I made of like vlog TikToks. So I was just recording for that. This is us, a little beside. And then this is us getting to Kamakura. Or no, getting on the train. I was trying to be all cool. Now this is actually at Kamakura. That's the station. This is just walking down the street. I just thought this place looked cool. Just pictures, you know. Oh, and then I forgot the name of the street, but this is another sort of street where it's just like some shopping and food. You'll see it here in the videos. This is the other side of that station. So the one you just saw a couple ago, where it's a Kamakura station, this is right on the other side. This is the other exit. It's where the buses and stuff are at. This was actually on my birthday. I don't remember if it was on the exact day, but it was that weekend or something. So yeah, this is what we did for my birthday. We kind of just explored some more. That's just a random store. Oh, Kamachi Street, that's what it's called. It's my wife. Had like some smoothies and stuff. This spot was really cool. So you'll see it. I'll show you guys the TikTok. I did a little transition here. There's us. There's a really cool backdrop with the I don't know what you call these little flowers in the water. We went to another temple. So this was another temple here at Kamakura. This was my little picture. That's the picture I posted for my birthday on Instagram. That was cool. So yeah, that was that. I guess the TikTok's not on here. I might be able to show you guys after. Another cool thing, we were actually in Japan during the Olympics, so unfortunately we didn't get to see much, but this was where it was at. This was, I forget exactly where it was at, somewhere around Tokyo. But you can actually see, there's a picture. Oh no, wait, is it not on here? No. Oh man, it's like some pictures made it through, but some didn't. I'm sorry, but anyway, right to the left of here. Trust me on this one. It was the big Olympic rings, so it was kind of cool. is actually on base. So this is that's one of the ships. That's the Ronald Reagan, I believe. USS Ronald Reagan, I believe. This is the ship that was next to my wife's ship. I don't think I have a picture of my wife's ship on this playlist. I don't remember. This is just another rainy day, but nowhere you guys haven't seen in this video. Ooh, this is one of our favorite spots. This was Gyukaku, a Japanese barbecue restaurant. It was great. They actually do have some of these in the States. I know there's one in Virginia somewhere. But lucky us, literally across the street from my mom's house back in my hometown, they're building one. It's actually already built. And they should be opening, I imagine, within the next couple months. So that's awesome. I'm excited for that. This food was great. This was great. So that's from that day. Looking all cute. This was in the arcade. I won this Winnie the Pooh. He's actually in the closet right now. I won this Bumblebee Winnie the Pooh, and I put him in my backpack. I don't know what this is now. Oh, just another. Oh, that's right. I think we're coming up on. Yeah. This is just more little views of the train station. We're coming up on Shibuya, I believe. So, for those of you that don't know, yep, okay. So, Shibuya, is kind of the spot, from what I understand. I mentioned this last video. At the end, if you stuck around to the end of the last video, Shibuya is the spot. When people say Tokyo, it's kind of like Shibuya is where people talk about this Shibuya station in the street here. You're gonna see the intersection, but it's something that you guys will have seen in movies and stuff. So it was really cool. I'm so happy we got to go here. So this, you guys might this might look familiar to you guys, especially if you watch anime. I know it comes up a lot in anime, or just any movies that have Japan in it. Normally Shibuya is it. So this was really cool. So yeah, this is that big intersection where everyone's crossing the street in 5 different directions. This is it. So it was so cool. Yeah, it was so cool to see this. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. So I do have a bunch of videos from there. This is the 109 building, they call it. I guess it's very popular. It's a very popular building. And then here's Burger King. Burger King was really good in Japan as well. Yeah, that's that. Just more footage from that. Sorry, the quality is a little bit bad because it's blown up, but it should get the job done. I'm thinking this is just gonna be an hour, 30-minute video. I think I'm just gonna make a giant video you guys can watch. I'll fall asleep too. I thought this building looked really cool, so I took a video. Look at that architecture. Japanese architecture is very cool. I keep saying stuff, but guys, Japan is, excuse my French, fucking awesome. I don't know, it's just great. I loved it. I want to go back. I definitely will try to go back one day. I would love to go with a friend or my brother, potentially. I want to go with someone who hasn't gone. I think it'd be cool. Show them what I know. So yeah, I want to go back so bad. We got another one of these big chicken things. My wife munching on it. This is a cool sports shop. This is one of the reasons I went there, because I saw a cool basketball shop there. That was the outside of that. This was a cool coffee truck. Oh, this store. Okay, so this is Don Quixote. This store is everywhere in Japan. I love this store. This is one of those stores. I'm trying to think of something that you could compare it to in the States, and I don't know if there is anything. I mean, I guess you could almost compare it to Walmart, I guess, but in a different way. Walmart in the sense that it just sells everything. So the store, it just sells everything. There's nothing that you can't find. There's no category of items you can't find in Don Quixote. And this happened to be a mega Don Quixote, so it was a huge one in Shibuya. So like, there's nothing you can't find in here. There's clothes, there's food, there's electronics, um, there's everything. I mean, there's everything. So it was really cool. We went to a bunch of different. We probably went to like 4 or 5 different Don Quixotes. Um, but and it's cheap too. Like it's good. It's like it's good stuff. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. But we go there for just miscellaneous stuff. But it's one of those stores that's just fun to walk around in. There's a picture my wife taken here. I do have some footage of the inside of one, I think, at some point. And then we're walking down the street. This day, we actually went to Taco Bell. We went to Japanese Taco Bell. It was really nice, actually. It was pretty good. They do have Taco Bell in Japan. It's me looking all cute, in Taco Bell. Here's a Nintendo store in Tokyo. This was cool. I did buy like a little Mario deck of cards. I don't want to spend, at these stores. Unfortunately, at these stores, you guys know how it is. At company themed stores, everything's just crazy expensive. So, and I'm cheap, but it's cool to see. This is more Shibuya, I believe. Just walking around. Yep. Shibuya. So it's looking cute. This is the picture that I shared at the end of the last video. So some of you might have seen this already. So yeah, we had to get a picture. This is Shibuya Station. So like I said, this comes up in a lot of, Japanese movies and anime and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly what station this is. This isn't Shibuya Station. So I can't remember which station this was. But apparently, I posted this clip on a TikTok, and a couple people said that this is from an anime. Like this exact shot looks like it's from an anime. So I don't know, maybe some of you might recognize that. Now this is actually a different station, and I can't remember where it is. It makes me mad. But this isn't Shibuya, I don't think. We went somewhere else. Also, and I can't remember where it is. I can't remember exactly what station it was. Oh, this is a video. Okay, so one of the only things I didn't like about Japan is the traffic. So we actually did drive. So I actually drove. I had my they call it a sofa license. So it was really easy for me to get because we're associated with the military. So I did drive. I drove in Japan. Not a lot of people actually drive cars in Japan, so I drove. I had to drive on the opposite side of the road. That was interesting to get used to. We ended up buying a car off of somebody who was leaving Japan. Cars are cheap in Japan though, too, which was great. I bought a 2002 minivan. It got it for $1,200, and it was great. It only had like 40,000 miles on it. It was great. It was perfect. It lasted us the entire time. We only had to get it checked like once. We had like one little problem once with it, but it was great. So, but driving sucks. The traffic can get so bad in certain spots, and then there's like people riding their bikes and motorcycles in and out of traffic. All the roads are so narrow. It was scary. But I took this video because this was the road to go back home to our base where we lived. And every morning, if you got caught here at the wrong time, the traffic would be insane. So I was recording because you could see all the way up this hill. There's just a whole line. Like the line does not stop of cars. It goes all the way up this hill. So I would drive this most mornings because I would normally drive my wife to work. Yeah, look at this. It doesn't end. So like the drive with no traffic, the drive from our base to the main base was like 15 minutes. I'm not even kidding you. It took me 2 hours one day. It took me a 15-minute drive. Took me 2 hours because I was sitting in traffic. Because there was an accident. It was so bad. Look, and it goes all the way through the tunnel. It's not done yet. Yeah, it stopped this yellow did come off. Because that was the paint from the wall. The wall was like a yellow pillar. So it wasn't a big deal. Like I said, the car was cheap. We bought it for $1,200. It was a 2002 car. Like I wasn't worried about it, but the car did look kind of ugly after. But I didn't realize this was in the album. But that's a funny little piece there for you. I can share, I guess. But yeah, be careful. Be careful when you're driving. This was cool. So this was basically just right out of the gate. So I don't know if there might be some people who aren't really familiar with military bases, but at any military base you go to anywhere is gonna have like gates. Obviously, you can't just waltz onto a military base. So this was like right outside the gate of our base that we lived on, and they would always have a food truck. This was normally the one that would come, but sometimes there'd be other food trucks that come. But it was pretty popular with the people, with the like Americans on our base, and even the people in the neighborhood. So this is literally on like a corner, right outside the base. Actually, I could show you. Like, I think that might be cool to show you. It's probably on the map. Let's see. Man, I always, every time I look at this stuff, I miss it, man. I miss it. Yeah. So this was the gate here. I wonder. Yeah. So it goes right up to the front. Because I can show you guys. Yeah, so this was the gate that we go into. You'd have to go show your ID and whatnot. Oh, this is actually from July 2022. Were we? Yeah. Wait. Okay, no, we weren't here. We weren't here still. Duh. But yeah, so you would go right down the street here across the gate, and this is where the food truck would be, right here in this corner. So that's where that would be. So that's where this is right here, posted up. Yeah, it was good. I don't, like I said, I don't really eat fish or anything. They did have regular burgers, but I didn't get any. I never bought anything from here. My wife did too. She got some good fish. I think it's just like fish sticks, basically. Not fish sticks, but fish and chips is what they call it. And their French fries are really good. I did have some French fries, but yeah, it was cool. So they'd be there. Okay, so now the pictures. This is obviously around October. We found like a little Halloween like place they did. It was like a I don't know what you would call it. I guess like a flower garden, and they do different events. And they had a Halloween one while we were there, so we went and checked it out. So this was at the Flower Center. So we took a picture out front. This is my cool Nike shoe, my Nike Air Maxes or whatever. Yeah, so that was actually, we do have more. Like I said, it's weird. I have a couple more pictures from here, but I don't know. It just like some didn't make it into the album. I'm not sure. Or actually, you know what? I know what it is. I think I have a lot of pictures that I remember that are on my wife's phone, and her pictures aren't on here. These are all from my phone and my computer and stuff. So that might be why. But it wasn't a whole lot to see. I mean, it wasn't like a lot to see as far as like Japan. I mean, it was just like a nice little looking garden. It wasn't crazy, but there was just a little setup they had to take pictures. So these were from. Okay, so these couple pictures are from when we went to Chinatown, which you saw earlier, but we went to at night. So this specific wasn't Chinatown, but this was very close to it. But I think the picture's coming up. Yeah. So this was one of like the entrances to Chinatown. So we wanted to go see it at night when everything was like lit up. So these were kind of cool. They've got all the lights going, and then like I said, there's just food everywhere. every thing you pass, it's just you could buy food. Oh no. Okay, wait. That shouldn't have been too loud, but these are just little clips of me walking through. Let me mute the site again. Yeah, okay. Just in case, I just don't want things to come through loud by accident. Because I think there's a couple more videos. So yeah, there's that. Just walking through. I bought an ice cream cone, as you can see. That's pretty good. Got an ice cream stand, and just a little picture of us as we were chilling afterwards. So that was that from that day, I think. This was just us on the train. Okay, so here So this was just like, this was the line. This is just like a snake line that goes back and forth, and it was insane. So unfortunately, I'll be honest, it wasn't it wasn't incredibly enjoyable because there was just way too many people. I mean, look at this. This is the line to get in, and this is not including the people that are already in. Like, there's already people inside. And these are just people that are waiting to get in. It was insane. And this is like the little entrance. It was absolutely insane. I have GoPro footage of this, so I'll show you. But we'll go through a couple pictures. Yeah, it was insane. So it was okay. But there was just way too many people to like really enjoy it. But it was cool. I guess we got a couple cool pictures. It's a big Yokohama sign. It was cool. And then this was that amusement park that was lit up, or at night that was lit up. This was in one of the good pictures. I'm like making a face. But yeah, this was at night. So let me show you the GoPro footage of that. Oh no, here's my recordings. Let me pull this over here just in case. Yeah, so here's like a video of the line. This is us walking through. I started recording because I saw many people were here. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, it was nuts. And they also had a little ice skating rink. You could go. We were gonna go do it, but I forget why. I don't know. We just ended up not doing it. Yeah. So this just to give you an idea. It's like literally just us walking. I guess you can kind of see some of the events. So inside it was just like some little shops, and then they sold food and like a bunch of Christmas stuff, and then you could go take pictures. It really wasn't a whole lot. I mean, it wasn't anything too crazy, but that was kind of like the inside little part. But yeah, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So this is us walking to find the end of the line. But that's another one of the things that is good about Japan. Like I talked about earlier about it being they're very orderly and the people follow the rules. So lines in Japan aren't that bad, like because people follow the rules. Everyone like waits their turn. So it's not bad. That's my cousin and his now wife in front of us. We went with them. She's Japanese and he's American, obviously, like me. So this is us just checking in our tickets. So we were just checking in, and then this says, you can't tell because of lights, but it says like Christmas market. Yeah. So we just walk in. They got a little like Santa Claus and reindeer. But yeah, by the time we got in, I mean, there's so many people in here. Like, you're literally shoulder to shoulder with people. When we had to go back, like, we went and got some, like, hot chocolate and food or something. And we were literally shoulder to shoulder with people, like, trying to get the stuff, so. But we walked in. Here's my God. And you could see, there's just a bunch of random Christmas-related stuff. So it was nice to get out and do some stuff, but there was thousands and thousands of people for this small venue. But here, yeah, there's like a little Russian dolls or whatever, stuff like that. You could buy like ornaments and cookies and all that good stuff. Yeah, so here's the lines of the food. So as you can see, it's just a big traffic jam. We're literally just walking to try and go get food. It's nuts. So we're like deciding what to do. It's so funny. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. It's not too much else from there. So yeah, that was the Christmas market. So we are towards the end of this. This is just about over. I don't think there's a whole lot of pictures left. But that's fine. This is gonna be a long video already. So, but as far as GoPro footage, that's about it. Like I said, I have more. You can see a lot more of it. I will link the vlog that I made, so you can see our entire day of going to the Cup Noodle Museum. I'll link that vlog if anyone is interested. It's obviously not ASMR, but if anyone's interested in that, I'll go ahead and link it. And you can see a lot more footage from that day at least. So this is a different day, obviously, and we went somewhere in Tokyo, or somewhere near. I think it was in Shinjuku, and this is a Cambodian restaurant. My wife is Cambodian. She's from Cambodia. She came to the States when she was like 12 years old. So we went and found a Cambodian restaurant in Japan. So it's kind of cool. We were just looking at stuff. So this was a picture of her out front, and then this was her with her food. She was excited. So it was a cool day. We went. Obviously, I don't eat much. I don't eat any of this. So this was a day for her. But it was cool. And then this must have just been stuff around Shinjuku that same day. So this is just more pictures of different cities and stuff. But ABC Mart is something you see everywhere in Japan. It's like a shoe store. I don't know what you would compare it to. I don't know if we really have anything comparable in the States. But it's just kind of a shoe store, and they have everything. So I mean, I guess like I don't want to say maybe like a Payless or like a Rack Room Shoes, but it's not even like that. It's not necessarily like a discount store. Oh, maybe like a Foot Locker. Yeah, I guess like a Foot Locker. But they have Foot Lockers in Japan too. So I don't know. But you see ABC Marts everywhere. Every big shopping center has an ABC Mart somewhere, or every mall has an ABC Mart. But they were cool. I think we bought a pair of shoes or two from there before. So yeah. So just more shopping. Pictures from that. This is more back on the train. Sorry, some of these pictures are bad. Oh, this was cool. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with this stuff. Maybe they've seen videos. So at this particular store, I think it was Uniqlo. It was either Uniqlo or no, I think it had to be Uniqlo or GU. Yeah, Uniqlo or GU. Popular stores in Japan, and there are some in the States. But this is like the self checkout, and it's so weird. I don't know how this stuff works. You literally just throw all of your stuff into the bin, and it knows exactly what's in there. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't scan you don't scan anything. You literally just put it in the bin, and it knows what you bought. So like I show it here. So you start, and you just threw it in, and it's like, oh, okay, you bought these. And we're like, what? So my wife bought like a beanie and a shirt, like a warm shirt. And it just knew. We didn't scan it, like she just threw it in there. I'm like, man, that was so cool. So I took a video of it. Oh yeah, so this is cool. So this was towards the end. These are like some of the last pictures I have. Because we left in February, or like the end of February of 2022. And this was December, I believe. And it actually snowed. So snow is not very common where we were at. It really like almost never snows. And if it does snow, it never snows this much. So it was actually kind of cool that we got some snow while we were there, because I personally love snow. Where I'm from in Maryland, we normally get snow every year, and I'm a big fan. I do enjoy like one good snow a year. So this was really cool. So it started snowing on the drive back home. So we started taking pictures because we weren't sure if it was how long it was gonna last. So it was really cool. So we took a bunch of pictures from this day. We actually went outside. I know where I have the pictures this time. Hold on. Alright, I am back. I found the pictures. I was like, I know I have these. So yeah, this was from the snow. So we actually got like a couple inches. It was crazy. Like I said, this was not common in where we were in Japan. In northern parts of Japan, it snows all the time. It's always snowing, but not where we are. The Tokyo area, I don't think gets much snow generally. So this was actually like the inside of the base. This was like the long road when you got to the gate, and we had like a big field. So you could see there's like a mom and her child out there in the field, in the snow. So yeah, there's pictures from that. And then we walked out of the gate and went around like the neighborhood, and I took some pictures. Some of these are like decent, but some of them aren't so good. But it was fun. So I'll show you these. This was the train going through. Pictures weren't bad, but I had to brighten them up a bit. None of these are edited. These were just straight off my camera. It was definitely a little too dark. There's my wife in the snow. There she goes, trying to pose and stuff. Oh, that picture's no good. This was a baseball field that was like covered in snow. There she's under the tree. This is also next to the baseball field. There's a lot of vending machines. Oh, that's the thing I haven't talked about yet too. Vending machines. Vending machines are everywhere in Japan. Every corner, every street, like you can't walk. You can't walk. 300 feet without seeing at least a couple vending machines. So these are everywhere. So it's actually kind of cool. Like if you ever needed a drink or something, you could get one. There are vending machines everywhere. So this was behind the baseball field. There's the fence for that. I'm in here too at some point. Yeah, there I am with my jacket on, chilling in the snow. It was really fun. This was, like I said, this was like our last couple months here, and we didn't know if we were gonna get snow. So I was like, you know what, let's go take advantage of this. Let's go enjoy it while we can. Because I think after this day, the snow was pretty much gone. I mean, it was there for like a day, and then it was all melted. I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to go. Actually, have my folder open. Okay, so make sure because some of these. Okay. Yeah, so there's some Japanese like houses. There's the food truck again. This picture was really cool. I like this picture. I think this one's kind of cool. Personally, I'm gonna toot my own horn, but I think this one was kind of cool. There's the train tracks. There's the sign to our base. My wife again. There's the gate. That's the entrance, and yeah, that was us in front of the car. So that was it from those pictures. From the snow, and I think we're like I said, I think we're getting to the end here. Here's a picture. This is the side of my wife's ship. So this is the ship she was on. She was on USS Blue Ridge. That was the ship she used to be on. She's not there anymore, obviously, but yeah, it's one of the oldest ships in the Navy, or I think it like is the oldest active ship in the Navy or something. So she was on like a popular. It's a popular ship in the Navy world, I guess, in the military world. So it's kind of cool. It was huge. The pictures don't do it justice. These things are pretty huge. Okay, and yeah, these pictures are gonna be from like one of our last outings. This was outside Yokohama Station. That's me and my cousin taking a picture. This was the last time I saw him, I think, in person before I left. So we took a picture. Me and my Nike. Oh yeah, and then this. Oh, this makes me sad. This was our favorite restaurant in Japan. It was like a little ramen spot, and it was cheap. It was great because I'm cheap as it comes. So me and my wife would come here and we would eat. It would be a good bit of food, and it would be good food, and it would be about $20 for both of us to eat, like all together. So it was great. We loved this restaurant. I don't know what it translates to. I forget. I think my cousin's wife had told me what it translated to, but I forget. So I don't know if anyone could read Japanese or is Japanese, and they know, you could tell me what that means. But it's great. My wife would get ramen, and then they had chicken. I forget what. There's a word for like Japanese fried chicken. There's a word for it, and I forget the word. I'm sorry. But I would get that, and then some fried rice. It was so good. So I just took a little picture of the outside of it before we left. This was just a little cool pizza shop that was like inside the train station. I just took a picture of it. We didn't eat any, but I just wanted to take a picture of it. It looked cool. And then this was in Kawasaki, I believe, somewhere. I think it was. This was like literally like one of the last days we went out. This was somewhere. You're gonna have to excuse me a moment. Yes, I think it was here. Yeah. This is where we were at for these couple pictures. It was an area around here. Let me plop you guys in here. Yep. This is it. So this is what we're walking through right now. This area right here. Yep. Okay. Just making sure. So yeah, this is Kawasaki. peeps in, trying to see as much as we can before we left. Sadly, I like, as bad as it sounds, I don't know, I was there for over a year, and I still feel like I didn't do enough, which sucks. I don't know. I spent a lot of time inside. I know it sounds dumb, but, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, yeah, so this is inside one of the Don Quixotes I mentioned earlier. That store that was really cool, so this was the inside. I guess this can kind of give you a small idea of the things they had in there. This one specifically had a bunch of floors, and each floor would be something different. So, like, one floor was electronics, one floor was clothes, one floor was food. So I just thought this was cool. So I recorded some of this of us walking through. Yeah, here's the bottom floor with the cashiers and stuff. All the noodles. This was like the noodle section. My wife was looking for some noodles. She loves noodles. It makes me so sad. I'm glad I have so many pictures and videos of this place, or of Japan, because I really do miss it. I do miss it. I always told my mom, like I was telling my mom and my wife and stuff, I was like, if I didn't have any family, like let's just say I didn't have any family left or anything, I don't know, I could see myself like living in Japan. Also, if I spoke the language, I feel like if you're going to live somewhere, especially for a long period of time, you should definitely learn the language or try to. And I think if I spoke even like moderate Japanese, I could totally see myself like living in Japan, at least for a long period of time. I think I would enjoy it. But definitely, if I learned language, I think it's a lot. I think there would have been so much more I could have experienced had I known the language. So I kind of wish I did know it. But I don't know. Japan is a great place. I could totally see myself living here. But like I said, one of the things it would keeping me from doing that would be because I still have my mom and my brother, and stuff, and family here in the States that I wouldn't want to live away from permanently. So here's just some more pictures. We're coming towards the end here. Oh yeah, so I think the end here we go to yes, this place was so good. I don't know the name of it in Japanese, but it's a tasty, quick value. It was another Japanese barbecue spot, but it was like a fast food Japanese barbecue almost. So you'll see in here, it was cheap, and you just go sit down. They seat you, and you order what you want on the screen, and you have a tiny little grill in front of you, and you cook it just like the other place, Gyukaku. But it's a little less formal, and it's like cheaper, and it's like faster. So you just order. You can get single tables, or you can get tables for a couple people. And you order, and then they go. You order your food, and then they just put it on a little tray, and you go grab the tray. And then they also had like water right at the table. It was so cool. I think I show it. Yeah, and then they have a little tray in front of you, like a drawer. They've got napkins and chopsticks and everything. Yeah, so our food was ready here. So you just go pick up your tray. They give you your meats, and then you slide it in to there's like a little notch in the table in front of you, and you slide it in, and it fits in perfectly, and then you just go ahead and eat. You cook your food and eat. So it's really good. I really liked it. I think I got beef or pork, or probably both. My wife. Yeah, and the rice in Japan, I don't know. It's so much better. Their rice. I think Japanese style rice. There's my ugly ass. Japanese style rice is, I think in general, it's like slightly more sticky. Than like, I don't know what rice you would compare it to, I guess, but normally the rice they serve you with meals and stuff is like slightly more sticky, and I loved it. I don't know whatever type of rice it was, I loved it. It was really good, and they had like good soy sauce and stuff. So this was us like walking out of the restaurant, so we had to walk upstairs, and you walk down the little stairs out the front, and so you're here's like the single seating. So you would sit at like a little bar, and you have a little tray there. So that was the restaurant. So good. And then this I recorded. They had like a little outdoor soccer, like arena or whatever. People playing soccer. Thought that was cool. We sent a little panorama. This is a bougie Burger King. I just thought it looked cool. Oh, and then here's inside an arcade. This is generally what a Japanese arcade will look like. Claw machines everywhere. And always anime figures and stuff. In all the claw machines. That give you an idea of that. Yeah, and this is other places at that stop. There was like so I think there was elections or something. This was like it almost looked like a protest or something. I don't know what was going on. But there was a lot of noise and a lot of cops and stuff. So I just recorded it. I don't know what it was going on. But there was somebody on a megaphone just yelling for like an hour. So I recorded that. This was just another mall. And then this was like another mall with an outdoor area and stuff. Oh, no, I'm sad. And that's it. That is the last like picture of this album. This was the last picture, one of the last pictures we took. This was outside of the mall. That was right in front of the base. So we went there a couple times. And we took a picture out front of it. This was the last time. The day after this, we flew back home. So it makes me sad. It makes me really sad. But really happy at the same time. This is an experience that I'm so grateful I got to have. I didn't know I was coming here, so I think I explained before, but so me and my wife weren't married yet, and she ended up joining the military. There was a whole bunch of personal things that led up to her decision to go in the Navy, and I won't go into any of that, obviously specifically. But we weren't so sure of us and everything going into it, and she went to boot camp, and she finished boot camp after a long time. It took a lot longer because of COVID. And she told me that she was going to get stationed in Japan, and I was like, wow. That was crazy to hear because we weren't sure. Like I said, we didn't know. Like I kind of was under the assumption that if she was going to get stationed overseas, that we weren't going to be together anymore, or at least for a while. But she said she was going to get stationed in Japan after she found out and got her orders. And I basically was texting her, and I was like, well, do you want me to go with you? And she was like, of course. So, that's the very short version of that. But we ended up working things out, and we had to. The thing was that we had to get married for me to go with her, because she wasn't high enough rank for me to just kind of go live with her as like a partner. I had to be like officially married. So we actually got married. We did it all online because she was away. She didn't get to come home for a while. So we actually ended up doing our marriage online. And we got married. We got it all sorted out, and they flew me out to Japan. So that was why I got to go, and I'm so happy I did. It was so much fun. It was an incredible experience. It was an incredible country. I loved it. I want to go back. I definitely am going to try to go back whenever my circumstances are good enough to do that. I believe actually Japan just opened up, I think, to like everybody since COVID. So I think as long as you're vaccinated or have like proof of or have like a negative COVID test, I think you're allowed to go. There's no restrictions at the moment. So if anyone wants to go and you have the means to do it, but go do it. It's so cool. And I would definitely say if you're gonna go, you need to go for like bare minimum, like a week. I would say 2 weeks probably, to kind of do the things you want to do. You want to give yourself enough time. Like this isn't a place you would go for like the weekend, unless maybe you live close. I don't know. Maybe I have some viewers from Asia or maybe Europe where it's not quite as far. But if you're going from the States, you need to make sure you're going for at least a week so you can kind of do a bunch of things. So, yeah, I guess that's about it for the video. I hope this was entertaining. I'm so sorry that it was all over the place, and whatnot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. this was like kind of the first thing I thought of when I thought of like a subscriber special. So I thought this would be cool for you guys to kind of see a little glimpse into my life and to see Japan, because I know Japan's such a popular destination for tourists, and just such a popular culture in general. Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm gonna keep saying thank you. I guess I can go full screen here for a second. But yeah, so thank you. This was obviously for 500 subscribers. Thank you guys again for it. It's crazy. I didn't think I'd get this many subscribers when I started my channel. I literally just started posting, and a couple videos caught on, and people seemed to like it. And I was like, wow, I hit 100 subscribers like super fast, or like faster than I thought I would. And I was like, maybe I should keep going. And I've kept going ever since. So yeah, I appreciate you guys clicking on the videos and watching them and commenting and interacting with them. Um, it means a lot. So obviously the next goal is gonna be 1,000. I don't know now. I don't know what I'm gonna do to like top this video for 1,000 subs, but I definitely want to get to 1,000. So yeah, if you are new here, if this is the first video you watched from me, my name is Kyle, or Caillou, is what I go by online. And for this channel, I make ASMR content at the moment, mainly gaming related, but I am trying to branch out on plenty of other ASMR things and just do pretty much whatever, as long as it's ASMR related. I do also, I very, very rarely stream on Twitch. I'll link my Twitch in this video as well. I linked it in a couple videos ago. I don't do any ASMR on stream.